Happy Monday. Thank you for joining me for this week's Weekly Wisdom. Now, recently I had the pleasure of bringing my daughter to see the new Little Mermaid, and I'm not going to go into a lot of details about the new Little Mermaid, but what I can say is I did not like the old Little Mermaid, and I did like the new Little Mermaid. It was really good. If you have a chance, I highly recommend that you go see it. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is there was this moment in the film that was a particularly strong leadership lesson. You see, Grimsby was talking to Prince Eric. And if you remember, Grimsby is Prince Eric's servant. They're having this conversation going back and forth, and Prince Eric is like, "Oh, woe is me." And Grimsby looks at him and says, "Instead of focusing on what should be, focus on what is." And this is so powerful because how often do we focus on what should be? I should be thinner. I should eat better. I should be a better mom. I should be a better wife. I should be a better employee. I should. We spend so much time shoulding on ourselves that it starts tearing us down. You see, when we're living in the world of should, we're living in unrealistic expectations. We're living in this ideal world that we have created that doesn't exist. And we spend so much time pouring energy down this black hole of what should be that we forget to just enjoy the moment and look around at what actually is. Long time ago, I heard that disappointment lies between expectation and reality. So we think about this is our expectation, this is the reality of what happens, this is our disappointment. Or better yet, it should probably be this: expectation, reality, disappointment. This is where the should lies. And so if you find yourself getting caught in the I should, or they should, or we should, then I challenge you into one, checking that language. Every time you say should, check it. Is it a red flag? Are you holding yourself or somebody up to standards that aren't accurate? So, number one, as you're moving through to stop shoulding on yourself, then you want to check when you say should. Is that helpful in that moment, or are unrealistic expectations being set? Now, the second thing that you want to do is have grace for yourself and others. For example, if I decide that I want to eat healthier, the conversation may start with, I should lose weight. But then I can transition it into, I'm going to start eating healthier so that I can have more energy for myself, my family, and my colleagues. It's transitioning into, instead of judging myself for not doing this, making clear and concise statements as to what I want to do and why, and giving myself some grace as I go through the journey. Which brings us to that next step. Instead of saying should, what is a different way of phrasing it? So it goes from, oh, I should do this, to, you know what? I think this is what we're going to do. How can we make a more concrete statement? So this thing that we have driving us can turn into something positive instead of just something that we're beating ourselves over the head with. And then finally, as you're going through and going on this journey to remove the should from your world, be realistic about what these expectations are and what you actually want. So what I mean by that is when I first started my business, y'all heard this story before. When I first started my business, there was a lot of pushback because I was going to be traveling a lot. As a mother in society, it is expected that you do not travel a lot. And I felt a lot of guilt and shame around this. You see, I was holding myself to a standard of what should be as far as society is concerned. But it wasn't a realistic standard for what I wanted, what my family wanted, and what worked best for us. So when you're moving through it, think through, is this something that you actually want? Or is this something that society, family, friends, is this a pressure that is being applied to you that you are taking and owning? And if that's the case, let it go. Let it go. Yes, I worked 2 Disney princesses into the conversation. You are welcome. And with that, I don't think I can top myself on this conversation. So we're just going to go ahead and stop it. I hope you have an absolutely amazing week. And as always, don't forget, you got this. I'll see you next week.